It's time for the Metroid Other M review. For the Wii. Nintendo, after its time in the first-person view of Samus's Phase-On adventures, tried to combine the classic third-person view of the series' origins with the Prime Trilogy's view from Samus's eyes. They also strive for a new gameplay innovation and something new brought to the series after teaming up with Team Ninja to create the game's developers, Project M. I, as a big fan of the Metroid series, came into this 9 months ago with high hopes, seeing as Metroid is my favorite game series behind Kingdom Hearts. And for the most part, I'm satisfied. Story and basics. For the first time, Nintendo experimented a new part of the series by trying to put story as a big element to drive the game. But at points, it seemed story was put before gameplay, which the series is known for. As an immediate follow-up to Super Metroid, Samus goes through a decommissioned Galactic Federation spaceship with her former Federation captain and old platoon buddy, plagued with the memories of losing her baby Metroid in exchange for defeating Mother Brain once and for all. But as she delves deeper into the ship, which before decommissioning was used to test how creatures are affected in simulated environments, she learns what was really going on before the ship was shut down, and what Platoon 7, a mysterious woman, and a killer among the group has to do with the ship's history. This is definitely the most in-depth story of the series, and while the long, mostly boring, unskippable cutscenes do take up a lot of the game, it doesn't take away from the fact that this is a compelling story. But also, instead of the strong heroine she's known for, Samus is now a whiny Princess Peach who can't do anything for herself, trying to impress her former leader. Story and basics gets a 4 out of 5. Graphics and presentation. Though the Prime series gave a vibrant feel to Samus's adventures, this game, made in mostly CGI, is far superior to its Wii predecessor. The colors show a wide range of feeling, and the game pushes the system's limits, which coming from Nintendo is no surprise. And I hadn't mentioned this before, but music and sound in the game is a big part of presentation. And Metroid has some of my favorite game music of all time, still behind Kingdom Hearts though. The eerie, dark feel the series is known for, especially in its music, is not held back here. Every sound and song played makes the experience much more enjoyable. After the original Prime, this is Metroid's best work ever. However, the music and sound does seem like nothing new or bold, so it seems like all the other series games' music was included here. Graphics and presentation gets a 4 out of 5. Controls. Nintendo and Team Ninja wanted a new way to play. They also wanted to incorporate Prime's first-person mode with a 3D update to the classic's view. So they came up with the sole Wii Remote's use. Holding the Wii Remote sideways, you control Samus in third person. You use the D-pad in the 1 and 2 buttons to move, shoot, and jump, and hit the A button to switch into Morph Ball mode. Also, if you're in the general direction of the enemy, your beam automatically targets it. However, if you switch the Wii Remote to facing the sensor bar, you go into Samus's eyes, shooting and targeting like in Prime. However, you can't move in this view, and you have to hold the B to move your camera. You can also use missiles only in this view and not in third person. This feels rigid in the heat of a big battle, and clunky to switch into a stationary mode while running away from an enemy. Controls are half and half, so it gets a 2.5 out of 5. Gameplay and features. Moving, shooting, jumping, and dodging is a welcome return into the series for the most part. You'll play mostly in third-person mode, but first person is still a pain. However, the controls are responsive and work great in third person. Action is fast-paced, and the puzzles known for the series make a quiet return. They're fairly easy, but still make you think. Exploring is also great, and you don't have to backtrack much like in the Prime series. For features, some new things are brought to the table. The switching views is most prominent, but a good yet cheap one is still there. The new Sense Move ability lets you avoid an attack at the last second. Also, you can now do melee attacks on some enemies to deal big damage. After you beat the main story, you return to have full access to the whole ship, and even a new boss battle, which I say is one of the series' best. You also get a gallery mode, which shows concept art as you get more of the game's items. You can also review and skip the cutscenes. However, an annoying feature is that you don't use your items throughout the game because your leader doesn't give you permission. That was a cheap way to restrict your items, unlike in the past games where when your suit is deactivated by an explosion or ripped apart. Also, when you want more health or missiles, you concentrate. Yeah, you just think and you have more missiles in game and health. Gameplay and features overall is good, so it gets a 3.5 out of 5. The verdict. Critics have given this game horrible reviews because the most notable features are the bad ones. They don't even overlook them to see the good in the game. I say, after Prime and Super Metroid, this game is one of the series' best. With mostly good gameplay, amazing graphics, a compelling story, and new additions, this game is a really good game. However, the boring cutscenes, the concentration to heal, making Samus a wimp in first-person mode do make this game less good. Averaging the scores, Metroid Other M for the Wii gets a 3.5 out of 5. Also, using my new title system, this game gets the title of good, with the way to play of rent or buy, depending on your liking, or if you want to play this game. This is Dragoon Reviews Nintendo.